All right. Ooh, stream is live. Time to do some stuff. All right. Sorry to begin this on such short notice, but anyone who's excited to join me as I learn how to play Minecraft and export these objects to 3D files um, will figure it out. So I don't have too much of a studio set up right now. I got my 3D printers and I got my computer though. So let's do it. All right, so uh, first up, a description of the problem. We've got these brackets that I need to make. I'm rearranging my closet in my new place to have these brackets holding on to these shelves in the closet, and I'm just trying to rearrange everything. I took a 3D scan of the closet. I'll show you that now. Using Polycam, it's a LiDAR scanner for iPhone. And let's just make this a little bigger so I can show you. So I took a little scan. This is my closet. It ain't much, but oh, not now. With this, I mean, it's a pretty low quality scan, but it gives me my general dimensions that I have to work with, and I can consult that as I'm CAD modeling. So I'm gonna fire up this new world in Minecraft. I'll call this closet project, and we'll create that new world. Oh, call it closet project. And I guess I'll just do this on the um, normal settings. I'll turn on allow commands just because I might want to like disable me getting killed in Minecraft. So yeah, in case this turns out to be too hard. But I have to fight things while I'm trying to do my CAD modeling, which will definitely have some kind of impact on my productivity. All right, so I'm gonna shrink my screen down there. I'm gonna create this world. So I've been experimenting with the workflow, just kind of figuring everything out. What I'll be using is this program called Mineways. Once I've CAD modeled my, let's see how this works. Once I've CAD modeled my parts that I want to print out, I can use this program. It's called Mineways, and it basically allows you to export objects in Minecraft into the real world, and then you can 3D print them. So just as an example, this is like a mini map of the whole Minecraft map. And let's see if there's any points of interest. I think this thing looks like some sort of building. And I don't know how to use any of this, so but you can scan through the terrain kind of like a MRI. I can look underground. That's what's going on here, all the way down to where there's lava and bedrock. But I want to grab this little house here in the middle, for example. So I'll zoom in on it. I'm going to set the upper bounds for my slicing. That appears to be about the right level. And I'll set my lower bounds as well. So slice 89, we'll do the upper. That house stops being displayed at 67. So go back to 89. 67. Alright, and then we'll do culling. I don't know how to do all this. This is all new to me. So, export for rendering, export for 3D printing. That's probably what I want. Click and drag with your right mouse to select an area to export. Alright, click and drag that. Current selections depth of 67 containers, hidden lower layers. When you select, you're selecting in 3 dimensions, and there's a depth shown on the depth slider near the top. Do you want to set depth to 68 to minimize the underground? Click yes. All right. This is just an example world that I put together earlier. But let's see. I think it should be doing something now. Export for 3D printing. Recent exports. I haven't exported anything yet. All right. All right, we got Daniel. Hey, where have you been for the past couple of months? Yeah, I can address that in this stream as well. So basically, I I got a lot of stuff going on. So first off, I got moved into a new place. Second off, I got married. Third off, I've been working a job. I've been doing a little bit of traveling and picking up some hobbies. So just been diversifying my life a little bit outside of YouTube. Um, so apologies for that. I know I should be laser focused on YouTube, but I was taking some time off to do some personal stuff. And I'm finally like calming down to the point where I can do stuff outside of all my other life obligations now. So I'm gonna put some time back into YouTube, and been doing a lot of renovations as well. I've been like doing home improvements, I guess you could say. So like this is my new studio space in the basement. I got this soundproofing wall over on the side, my desk set up. I filmed a couple videos that I was thinking about publishing, but the products that I was reviewing didn't, you know, they weren't working quite great. Mainly that desk. That desk is great, but the company that I'm working with to get it sent me one that wasn't working so good to begin with, and then it's like, well, what do I do? Do I post this video? They're sponsoring it, and etc. So just trying to figure that out. But yeah, now I've got some 3D modeling to do in Minecraft. This is something I've wanted to try for a while, so I think it could be pretty fun. I've also got a bunch of lab equipment. I've been picking up some like used surplus lab equipment, and I've been meaning to get an industrial robot arm to do some experiments with. So I signed up for some classes to do that. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. So let's save this. It's a .wrl file. I probably don't want that. It says export for 3D printing. That is what I want. So I think this was a raider or this was like a raider base. Pillager, that's what they call it. Okay, so now I can export that. This has the boundaries. I guess I'll click OK with all the default settings. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Each block is 2 millimeters high. I was wondering about that, how the scale would work. If you want to have statistics displayed for each export, sure, why not? Alright, so that should be exported now, and I'll try to open it to view it in a slicer. Let's see if I have Orca. Snapmaker. So I have Snapmaker Orca and I have Prusa Slicer on this machine because those are kind of the two printers I have set up right now. I also have Anycubic, but I think I'll be using the Prusa Core one for this print. Okay. So if I go to my desktop where I downloaded this, Pillager base zip. Interesting. Hmm. It doesn't seem like I have what I need to be able to 3D print this right now. So, getting involved there. But first off, let's see this world I've spawned into. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm getting... What the... I don't know what this is. Uh, I've never had this happen before. Oh, I'm inside of snow, I guess. Holy crap. I haven't played Minecraft in a while either, so there's going to be some learning involved there. I'll keep an eye on the chat. If anyone has any other questions, I will do my best to answer. All right. Okay, what am I? This guy's like, this guy's, oh, there we go. Saved him. All right. I have no idea what this biome is. Also, I don't know how, what my microphone quality is like. Oh my gosh, what is this? Getting frostbite out here. All right. Um, so this guy's, you gotta save this guy. All right. So I guess I have to find a tree. Oh man, what? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe someone better at Minecraft can explain what all this nonsense is. Like falling into loose snow. Yeah, I could be doing this in a traditional SolidWorks or a traditional CAD program like SolidWorks or Onshape or Fusion 360, whatever it is you guys like to use. But I don't really like those CAD programs, and I want to do this a different way. And I think having this kind of explorable 3D navigation, oh man, could make it more fun. This is not more fun the way that it is, so I'm going to try and get out of this, whatever's going on over here. Um, but I feel like it could be more fun and interactive and intuitive to get people into CAD. So I got to figure this out, and maybe we can post a tutorial about it later. And what I do remember about this game is you can steal the villagers' food. That's not food. Oh no, not again. Not the deep snow. So first step is I'll need to get my bearings here and figure out uh, what in the world is going on with this biome and what this type of land is. Like it looks like I can fall through this stuff, but this is like solid snow. So, we got to figure that out. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. This is quite a complication to throw in here, adding this dangerous snow all around me. I'm just gonna go run to some place that's a little more normal. Also, if anyone's got any 3D printer news to share with me, what's been going on in the 3D printing industry or with new releases and whatnot, I'd be interested to hear it. We can discuss that stuff as well. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. So I figure if I was doing this in SOLIDWORKS, I could probably have my brackets modeled up in about 10 minutes and get them in a pretty good state. We'll see how long it takes in Minecraft. And that's 10 minutes after I get logged in. The most annoying thing about SOLIDWORKS for me has been the DRM, so you gotta log into certain accounts and retype your passwords every time you log in and use the hobby version. That's been kind of annoying for me. Plus this is, I think, going to be more fun. Alrighty, let's go. Need to eat. Gotta eat the... Okay, now I gotta cook this. Cook the piggy. Num num num. Alright. I think I need another piggy. All right, and don't be shy. Drop your questions in the chat if you're wondering what else I've been up to. I've been exploring hobbies outside of 3D printing. And it turns out you can get a lot for your money in areas other than 3D printing. I find that 3D printers are kind of getting to be ridiculously expensive these days. So I know I'm lucky enough to get them for free, but if you have to pay for them, they're pretty pricey. Alright, so my goal here is, gotta remember, I'm not just playing Minecraft here. I have to make some CAD models. So, oh, a little bat. Um, so, I need to get enough blocks to build the object that I want to create. And I think the fastest way to do that will be to get a ton of soil and then build my objects out of soil, because those are easy to place the blocks with. So first up, I'm just going to get some iron tools, and then I'll be able to get going. Just got to find that iron first. Maybe I can make some diamond shovels. That'll probably be the fastest way to get things done. Hmm. Alright, I think I'm just going to dig down here until I get some iron. Riveting gameplay. Alright. The other thing I can do here is, let's see, if I save and quit and open it back up, closet project, play selected world. Alright, now I'm going to open up my Mineways application. Let's see where it is. Can't find it. Here we go. Gotta do some file management. You know how it is. Alright, Mineways exe. So I can open up the closet project. This is the world I was just messing around in. And let's see. Take down the depth. And find my little mine shaft here. Okay, so that's the village I was running around in. Here's the mine shaft. You can see this kind of like this line right here. This is kind of like a diagonal line that's cutting into the landscape. I can use this to, I guess you could call it cheating. Guess it's cheating, yeah. To find some diamonds. Like that. What is that? Oh, this is a glow lichen. It's not what we want. Gotta find some diamonds. Alright, so all the way down there. I don't know what this is. Oxidized copper. Alright. Or at the very least I can use it to find um, some iron ore. So it looks like if I stop right where I hit um, this coal, I can turn left and I'll get some iron. I think iron tools will probably be enough for me. I don't need to get diamonds. Curious if anyone's felt a vibe shift in the 3D printing hobby or on YouTube or whatever. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of changes, people working with different brands. I'm wondering if that makes everything feel different. When a majority of creators work with a certain brand, I don't know if that affects things. Or, you know, how many people are buying into 3D printing these days? Is the hobby growing? There's more people than ever, or is it kind of dying out? There's definitely been like a mainstreamification of 3D printing, for better or worse. Alright, let's get out of here. I got my iron. I'm scared. This is my house now. This is a lovely little house. Alright. So, let me make my tools, and then we can start figuring out how I want to make my 3D printed objects. And I'll also figure out how to use that um, Mineways program, or whatever it's called. It's called, yeah, Mineways. I got it right. I'm going to be strip mining some dirt with my new shovels pretty soon here. This should be enough shovels. Also, has anyone played Minecraft? Or am I just assuming that everybody's played Minecraft and nobody knows what this is? Alright, let me begin my strip mining operation. Start at the top here. I haven't been looking at what the audio quality is like for you guys either. I think someone else, uh, someone in the chat responded to my questions, so it's probably working somewhat, but maybe I could turn the volume up a little bit for the desktop so you can get those video game noises in there. Alright, so I was thinking about how cool it would be if there was like a 3D printer map loaded up in here, and you could just place blocks on inside of the 3D printer, just like it's going to be printed. And then when you export it, it already knows where your boundaries are, and you've already hopefully designed it in a printable way because you're kind of imagining what it's going to print like as you're playing this game. Or better yet, if you had like an interface, an Orca slicer, where you just kind of hop into the game, hop into the print area, and start pasting things down, just like this. So maybe in that spirit, I will draw a little 3D printer to start things out. Alright, so I got, looks like about 64 times 4, maybe, is that 256? Got 256 dirt blocks out of one shovel. I figure we're going to be CAD modeling something kind of like this. If I go with the default 2mm per block setup that they have, I think it should be pretty good. Shift click on the output of the workbench automatically creates all the objects in your input and can moves them into your inventory. Okay, shift click. Alright. Automatically moves them into my inventory. Got it. That is going to save me some time if I can remember to do that. Also, I imagine this program, Mineways, when I export it, I could probably specify how big a voxel is in real life. So these are voxels. Each pixel on this map is essentially a 3D pixel. So volumetric pixel is a voxel. I could probably change that for each block being like 1mm if I wanted to get really precise. Or I could even make it each block being 0.4mm so that it's similar to the nozzle diameter. So all the features that you create in this space will be creatable by your 3D printer. So could be fun there. In that case, for a normal size printer, I would need about a 300 by 300 block area. So I don't know how big that would be. That's like So that'd be like from here, like this line right here, 300 blocks over. It would be all the way over here, like on the other side of this mountain. That would be like, this would be your print volume for my core 1L. That's a little excessive. Maybe we can scale it in half to be about this big, then half again. Yeah, maybe probably 4 millimeter blocks would be nice. All right. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, I do want to make a 3D printer or some kind of base platform that I'm going to be building all my prints off of. So that way I can kind of jump around it and see how it's going to work. So maybe I'll build my printer right up here on this mountain. Okay, so the object that I'm printing here is about, let's say, 10 centimeters. Oh, no, 10, yeah, probably 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters cubed will be enough print space for me to place this whole object. So that's 100 millimeters, which means I should prepare a space that is about how big do I want this to be? Man, I'm just realizing how much fun this this project could be. All the possibilities for this. So, all right, let me clear out one more block, one more layer here. Get myself a nice smooth area to work on. I just also realized we could do a like a Minecraft server where we all like invite a bunch of people on and we can all build things that get printed or work together to print something out. So it's like a multiplayer game of 3D printing. Let's go. This could be fun. So I think I'm going to stick with the default of a 2 millimeter minimum feature size. So each block being 2 millimeters, and that's going to be my translation from Minecraft into reality. Also, I'm realizing at this point I should probably just do some kind of easy mode. How do I make this easy? Creative. That's what I want. And let's turn it into peaceful. All right. Yeah, because I just realized I don't really want to. I'm not really doing this to play Minecraft. I'm doing this to see what can be done in Minecraft. So spending all this time digging these blocks up isn't an ideal use of time. And then let's see. Oh wow, I've got everything now. All right, no more inventory to worry about. Oh, great. Then how do I delete these items that I don't want anymore? Do I have to throw them off a cliff? Oh. Alright. Alright, if I'm not having to pick everything up either, I can just run away to an empty space and start building out my 3D printer. Oh. Alright. So, what printer should I build? Should I? I've got a snap maker and some Prusa printers for my Core One and the U1. So, which one should I build out? I got my chat PC over here. All right. So remember, you have a height limit off ground level. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's good to know. All right. So Shad seems to be the resident Minecraft expert. So, let's see. Max height off ground is 320 blocks. That's because you're on top of a mountain. So, okay. All right. So, is there a way for me to just like clear a bunch of space out? I mean, I guess this water is here, whether I like it or not. But I can start building from the water. Whoops, there goes my shovel. I kind of want to just like build a big platform for me to work off of. And also, can I fly somehow? Uh, let's see. Slash fly. Alright. Oh, oh! Alright, I'm flying. I don't know if slash fly did anything, but I'm flying now, so that's cool. Okay, so new plan. It's a new day. Let's go out and build a 3D printer. So, a 3D printer should be... Let's start with the build platform. I'll do what looks like PEI. This looks like a PEI sheet, sort of. Dripstone block. Mycelium. Oh. I guess gold ore kind of looks like PEI. Or no, this. Block of raw gold. Glowstone. Alright, I'm going to do glowstone. This is my PEI sheet. Let's get out over there. How do I fly? Oh, I guess I double tap. Double tap spacebar or something. That seemed to work. So 1, 2. I don't want to run out of space, so maybe I should start over here. Alright, so let's build our way out. I'm going to start out here. So this will be my 0, 0 coordinate. Alright, so for a decent sized 3D printer, let's just go with oh, hold on. I need to turn on coordinates as well. Telemetry data. I need to see like where my XYZ coordinates are on here. So how does this work? All right. Alright. I don't know how to count blocks. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how do I get my coordinates on Minecraft. How to get coordinates to show up on Minecraft. Java Edition, press F3. Alright. I can press F3. Okay. Holy crap. Now you guys know what kind of computer I have. Okay, so coordinate right here is coordinate is oh wow, it's got its own coordinate system as well. X, Z, Y is up in their coordinate system. Alright, so here's, I probably want to align my whatever I make with the coordinate system of the map. That way when it translates into a 3D printed file, I'll have it pointing the right direction for a little consistency there. Okay. So in that case, I'll want to start like out here. This seems good. Seems like a good place to start. All right. And just making sure this makes sense. We'll start up here. Oh, okay. Huh. So I'm going to start at block 70. And then my maximum height, because I have to keep that in mind, I can only build objects that are so tall. Max height. Go over the clouds here. It's about 270, 200, 300. I'm not sure if I can build all the way up here, is the problem. It's letting me go this high. Alright, don't try that at home. Okay. We'll start out at 70. We'll go out to here. Oh crap, there we go. I want to go up past that island. I'm just making sure I get my coordinate system up correctly at the start, otherwise I'm going to have to delete everything and move it over. So I think if I start right here, I'll have plenty of room to expand out that way. Maybe I'll go past that so that, yeah, we'll go past that. So that, you know, if I go all the way over here with my printed area, I'll have plenty of room to build. Alright. So this is my new XYZ home. Also, I'm switching the the Z. I think I'm switching Z and Y. I'm switching Z and Y around just because I want up, like straight up on a 3D printer is the Z direction, and straight up in Minecraft is the Y direction. and I don't really want to have different, I don't want to have to design everything sideways. So I'm just going to flip those around. Not a problem. Okay, let's see. So now our XYZ, let's see. We're starting at an X coordinate of, oh, oh. So here's 12 and negative 178. I'm going to write this down because we'll end up coming back to this. So x 12, y 178. I could make this a lot easier on myself by starting out on some block where I'm at 0, 0 as my starting point. So I think I'll do that. So this would be 0. Oh man, that's going to make everything super easy. I know, the coordinate system is not sexy work, but it's something that if you get it right the first time and it makes everything that much easier, you're going to be very happy that you took the time to get it done correctly. So I'm going to go to a block where I start at 0, 0. Okay, so here's 0. Here's 0. And we'll start at 70 for our height. Alright, so alright, here's 0. See, I feel like I'm an edge finder in on a CNC machine. Boop. Okay, so this would be there. Okay, so when I touch this block, I'm at -3. I touch it on this side, I'm at -3. So that means this corner right here is 0, 0. And if we count up, if we go in this direction, it's increasing positive. Go in this direction, increasing positive. So that's great. Here's our 0, 0. We're going to build this out if I use my snap maker as an example. We got 270 by 270. That'll be right between my snap maker and my core one, and both the core ones. So it's kind of a good size to be working with. So if I just went all the way out to 300, that would require 150 blocks. What does that look like here? Going all the way out to 150. That's pretty big. All right. I guess I'm going to make a small scale model. So it'll look like the 3D printer, but it'll only be like a quarter the size of it. So I'm okay with just doing a 100 by 100 millimeter build area, which would be 50 blocks. In which case that would look like this. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. We've got to be reasonable here. Alright, time to build our print area in the form of our PEI sheet. Alright, so that is 50 blocks by 50 blocks. I think there's a faster way to do this. I want that there. Um, I'll get an extra glowstone just because. And then we'll get some TNT that blows up stuff. Let me get this F3 data out of the way. Okay. I just need some TNT to help clear this out. And then I need some way to light it. Does that work? Thought that would work. Alright, I need some other way to light it. Um, so there we go. There we go. That's a little faster. Oops. Does this work? Yeah, that works. Alright. Much faster. Um, okay, now I have another problem here. This water. This water's got to go. Alright. Now let's get back out to 50. Okay, type set time set 0 / time set 0. I'm gonna apologies for not trusting you, but I've been trolled on the internet before, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what that does. Copy. We're gonna GPT that. I'm not sure if let's see what it says. Sets the world time to 0 ticks, which is sunrise. Okay. / time set 0. Time set 0. Alright. Thanks for the advice. Alright, so this is 50. Alright, that means I gotta build out this. Also, is there a way to like fill out this whole plane of material? I think it's pretty obvious what I'm trying to do here. Might just have to do this the slow mode. Alright, if I'm standing at one corner, okay. There's a fill command. I'm gonna become an expert at Minecraft soon. So I stand at one corner, type /fill tilde tilde tilde. Huh? Oh. Um, tilde 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 90 tilde tilde 90. Okay. Oh, tilde 99 tilde tilde 99. And then I want to make glowstone. Glowstone. Minecraft. Craft. Glowstone. But yes. Nice. See, there's the first layer that I made manually. Oh wow, this went a little bit further than I was expecting. I did 99 instead of... Oh crap, how do I undo? I don't know how I undo. So probably something similar but delete. Uh, hmm, let's try undo. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so I need... Alright, so I need to fill it with air, basically. So Minecraft air. Oh, oh crap. Uh, this is all strange to me. We'll get it. Okay, so let's try that again. I think I can type 0, 70, 0 to 50, 70, 50. And I want to put glowstone. There we go. Let's just see how far that went. My little edge finding operation. Um, looks like this did one more line than I was expecting, so I guess I wanted to go to 49. So I can just replace that with air. Then only go to 49. Okay, so here's my build area. Ta-da. All right. And then I want to make something that looks like a 3D printer. So let's go with negative -5, -5. Oh, to 54, -5. So this will be our, like I'm going to build a frame. I guess that would be steel. So I guess I do iron blocks. Oh, didn't auto-complete. Iron block. There we go. I wonder if I can do like a square. Hmm. A 3D hollow cube. Okay, you add a hollow modifier to it. So let's do that again. Replace that with air. So -5 to 54. We'll do this one also to 54. We'll do iron block hollow. Oh, that wasn't hollow. Uh, that's not good. Why didn't hollow work? Oh, hollow. Come on. Hollow. Uh, let's try that again. What? Why doesn't hollow work? Mm. Uh, okay, hollow only works for a cube. So if I want to make the external frame of my 3D printer, it's I could. This is a lot more fun than SolidWorks. Even when you're doing creative mode and you're not really playing with it like a game, it's just a voxel editor essentially. Fill with air maybe. Okay. Holy moly, good to see you again. Hey Spectra. Yeah, good to see you as well. We're starting it off low key. You know, we're gonna get back into making some good videos, but I'm just kind of settling back into the whole video production process. Take it one step at a time. No need to rush it. Okay, so I'm gonna go up 50 blocks. Okay, we'll go down 5 blocks, so 65. Then up 55, 54 blocks. So this would be 129. No. 119, 124. Okay. 124. Uh, too many blocks. Come on, man. Won't let me place all those blocks? That's alright. Um, hmm. Okay, I'll find some way to do this. I don't need to do it all at once either. Um, I guess let's go back to just making our glowstone build plate, and then I kind of want to have like grid lines so that I know where I'm building stuff, and that might make sense to do. Oops, I don't know how to do that in a way that makes sense. I guess I could use um, like, is there a way to make lasers that like shoot a line across the area so I can mark like every centimeter or something? Or I guess I could one, two. Okay, so I guess probably to start with, I would want a strip right here of a different color. Hmm. Or I could do glass, different colored glass. So brown stained glass, and I'll do red and blue. I'll do red, blue, yellow, RGB, Y. Yeah, this will be good. Red, green, blue. Nobody has complaints with the primary colors, I hope. So, let's see. Probably want red blocks every. Hmm, I guess red is actually a good denoter, a good notation of outside the build area. So if I put this on the outside, I'll know not to build outside of this. Yeah, I've got some ideas here. This is going to be good. The other problem is that when you mark distance, you're usually marking um, like the line in between two blocks. So like 0 is not on a block, it's on the edge of the first block. We'll figure it out. Okay, so here's my no print zone. Alright, and then if I wanted to mark distance, this could be 0, 2 millimeters. Are there things that I can place that draw a line in between two blocks? Like I can put one here and I can put one here. But really what I want is something like here. Um, see if I can figure something out. No, Minecraft doesn't have any blocks. There's string, chain, iron bars, and glass planes. Um, I guess I could do doors. Let me try doors. Door. Give me the door. So if I place a door, ah crap, and then open it, that's kind of like a line. Uh, there we go. That's what I want. Oh crap. Still getting used to the keys here. Alright, so this door, I mean, is there different colored doors? Yes. White door. Nice. Iron door. Okay, so we got some different colored doors. This is good. Gotta figure out which one I like the most. So doors are nice because if I place a door, it can kind of be placed at a line between two of these. So in that way, I could use this. Ah, crap. Give me my colored blocks. Oh, crap. Now I have a glass pane. Well, that's pretty cool, too. Dang. Maybe I want glass panes. That looks awesome. Crap. Now I'm getting distracted with things that look cool. This isn't good. Okay, let's get back to where we started. Put those glass blocks down. Okay. Okay, so this could mark like 0, 0. And then I could put one of these doors. Let's do white doors. So each line here is 2 millimeters by default, which I'm gonna leave. So I kind of want to align every 1 centimeter. So that'd be 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's great. All right, let's keep doing that. So this represents 1 centimeter in the real world. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I wish there was a way to do this that didn't involve me saying it out loud. But that's the best way I can keep track of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's my 1 centimeter tick marks. Yes. It's all coming together. See what's going on in chat. Anybody got... Oh, Nathan plays Minecraft. WTF is this? All right, we got Lawson Tech stopping in. So, as I was explaining to my chat, which I'll do again now that Lawson Tech is here, I'm making a CAD interface, or wanting to use Minecraft as a CAD interface. So this is my build plate. It looks like textured PEI. And I'm going to place these tick marks to help me keep track of dimensions of things. Each one of these represents 1 centimeter in the real world, because each block is going to represent 2 millimeters. That's my my translation from Minecraft voxels to reality. So yeah, I'm just setting up this grid system, which was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but I think this is going to turn out pretty awesome. I think the smarter way to do this is to actually place the build platform on top of these doors and have that be like clear glass. So yeah, if I have that be clear glass and I have these be red lines, oh, not that, there. Just figuring out how to make a grid system in Minecraft for my stuff. Gotta get my stuff working. Um, hmm. And here, then I can't place also one there. That's all right. We'll get our grid system set up. Mm. So, I think this level will be, yeah, a lot going on here right now. Figuring this out. So, I'll have 2 layers of doors. Oops. Crap, I can't place doors. This is getting complicated. So, nothing's going on in chat? Yeah. Yes, there is. There's not a whole lot of chat going on right now. We gotta boost engagement. Gotta get more viewers up in here. Um, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure out how to make this into something fun. So let's see. Slash fill 0, 70, 50. All right. So I want to go up 1 block. So 71. 71. 49. I want to fill all those blocks with doors. So is that a mahogany? I don't know what kind of door this is. Hold on. Oh, Acacia door. We'll see what this does. Acacia door. Okay, so that filled that area with doors. That's kind of what I want. But not exactly. So let's delete that out. All right, and we want this at -1, I think. There we go. Beautiful. Take that out to 50. All right, so there's our line for um, 0. Then we want another line at 1 centimeter. So let's do that. We're advancing this 1 centimeter, which is 5 units forward. Nice. We'll keep doing that. Just building up our coordinate system. This will make everything easier later on. Our grid system. So 9. There's probably a better way to do this, but I don't care right now. Forty-four, 44, 49, 49. Okay, so there's my centimeter grid lines. Those will be handy. I need to do the same thing for the uh, what is it, the X direction. So figure out a way to do that now. Um, hmm. What do you think's a little small lost in tech? The Minecad community, or what I'm working on here? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 10 by 10 centimeter space. Hmm. Okay. So the next thing I need is more of these acacia doors. Acacia door. Building blocks. Yeah. Okay. Wonder if there's a way for me to place the doors open. You can't place a door so it's open. Uh, Facing north, half lower, hinge left. Okay. So I need to figure out how to place these blocks in the right orientation. So, I want the acacia door. We'll go back to our starting point. Place it at three. Place this at 1, coordinate 1, and 1. So I need to add some qualifiers here. Acacia door, open bracket, facing equals. So I think these ones to start with. Facing, they were probably facing north by default. I want to make them facing west. So let's see. Facing west. Oh, close bracket. Boom. All right, so that's right. That's kind of what I want. But I need it one block over and one block to the right. No, two blocks back in X, one block. Yeah, 2 blocks back in X, 2 blocks back in Y. So instead of there, it'll be boop, 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 there. All right, so let's do that. So go to -1, -1. And then it needs to go to block 50 in, and I want these to be going, okay. All right, hopefully I don't mess this up. Yes, I got it. First try. Expert Minecraft CAD user here. So it's going to overwrite a couple of these, but all in all, I'll have a decent grid going here. That's going to be more helpful than having a perfect grid. I want grid in X and Y more than I want perfect grid in just one direction. So now we got to advance this to 4. Boom. This is great. Advance to 9. And yeah, maybe this isn't the fastest way to do this, but I'm also getting familiar with this programming interface, which I can do more cool stuff with later. So it's a learning experience. Just gotta go through all the way to fill out my coordinate space. And then I'll start designing the part. If I just went straight to designing the part, I could probably have something by now, but I value learning how all this works more than actually getting it done. Because if I do more projects like this in the future, I know the right way to do it. Okay, here's my grid system. Over the top of this, I'm going to lay a sheet of glass. So we'll go from -1. We'll go from 0 to 49. So 0, 0 to 49, 49. And we're going to use glass. Glass. And I'm also going to advance the height so that I don't overwrite all of those things I just put together. All right. Oh. All right. Okay, I want 0 to 49 and 0 to 49. Boom. No! Come on, man. How could you do that to me? Oh, okay, I can I got this. No worries. No worries at all. That's so weird. 9. Yeah. For some reason, it's only placing the bottom half of the door, and then when I place the other stuff on top of it, it deleted it. I'm just going to randomly execute these. I kind of have to do this in an orderly fashion. But this is pretty cool. Now I have these grid lines that mark every 2 centimeters. And then I also have these things underneath that mark every 1 centimeter. Oh, no, 2 millimeters and then 1 centimeter. All right. Ooh, Nelly, this is difficult. I'm going to post a link to this live stream in my Discord so everybody, all the real fans, can join. Let's see how my volume is. I'm testing it on my stream, my computer. Let's see how my volume is. I'm testing it up. I could be a little louder. I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay, so I think it's time to get back to the design project that I had spec'd out here. I've messed around enough, setting up our print bed and all that crap. We don't really need any of that. What I do need is a bracket for my closet, putting all that together. So this is the kind of shelving system that I'm putting in the closet. Let me blow up the screen here. So I need this stuff. I want brackets to hold it on the sides like this. These are the original brackets, but they're starting to crack a little bit, and I don't have enough of them for the new configuration I want to do. So I was going to make some of these in Minecraft. So let's do it. It doesn't help that my calipers are out of battery, so I can't get precise measurements of what all this stuff is. But maybe what I can do is kind of eyeball it and see if it works out. Or I can use a tape measure. That's in inches, so it's a 1/2 inch wide, which has more than enough clearance. And it's got a hole there, so let me just recreate this whole thing. Alright. I feel like I may have made this a little overly complicated. So let's get back to basics. Let's fill all this with air. We're going to go from 0 to 40, negative 10 to 69 to negative 10 to 50. No, we'll do 60 just to make sure we delete everything. 60 to 74 to 60. Air. Boom. Ah, yes. It's all peaceful again. There we go. Oh, you can't see what's going on here. Let's make me tiny again. Alright. I just deleted everything. Now we'll redo this. This time we're going to be smarter than before. We're going to go 0 to 49. On layer 69. We're going to fill that with Minecraft. What material should I build all this on? We'll do iron block. I'll do gold blocks. Why not? There we go. There's my PEI sheet, and it's got nice little distance markers baked into it. Excellent. Okay. So, I need to start building this thing. I'll make it out of... What should I make it out of? Is white wool. I have a marble filament, which kind of looks like this, white concrete powder. There we go. So let me just start building this thing. So if I look at this bracket, it's got some holes in it. I'm going to orient it so that in the X direction it'll be longer. So set that down. I'll have it be 4 millimeters thick, so 2 layers thick. We'll start at 10, 10. Yeah. All right, so I'll start here. Um, it's 1 1/8 inch wide, which I'm gonna have to convert all this into metric for myself, my own sanity. Is it just for entertainment, or do you think it can provide real benefits when creating CAD models from first-person view? I think there's this is a question in the chat. I think there's some benefits. Someone's asking if I'm in a shipping container. Not quite. So I do think there are some benefits to creating CAD models in first person. One is that there's been a lot of research on like efficiently navigating first person spaces and different rendering styles and different manipulation tools. So in traditional CAD, everything's done with sketches and um, and operations that are kind of unintuitive. They're kind of like based on manufacturing processes. But this kind of stuff is, I don't know, it's more centered on user interaction. So it's more interactive, and there's ways to combine inputs from multiple users easily in a CAD workflow, or at least in a first-person workflow like this. And it's just another interesting way to think about doing things. I was also thinking that you could have some kind of integration inside of a slicer where you could just hop in there and place some blocks and delete some blocks to modify your models in a first-person view. Okay, so I need to make this. I got to do all my conversions now. So this is 1 1/8 inches. I'm gonna have ChatGPT do all my conversions. 1 1/8 inches to millimeters. Um, so we'll do about 30 millimeters in width. So that will be 15 blocks. What? Let's count them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, that's our 30 millimeters. And then in length, this is 3 inches. So 3 inches, 2 millimeters. That'll be 76 inches, which in my workspace will be 37 blocks. So instead of doing this manually, we'll go up to layer 70. We'll start at block 10. And then in the X direction, we need 37. So that'll go up to 47. And then in the Y direction, we need, or Z direction, I'm calling it Y because Z is referred in 3D printing to the up and down space. So this will be, what did I just do? 15 blocks. So also I gotta remember to delete one block off each time I do this. So 46. And then for this one, we're going from 10 to what's my last block? 10 plus 15 would be 25, but minus 1 is 24. And then I want this to be 2 blocks thick, so I'll make it 71. Boom! Ah, crap, I didn't mean to do it in gold. But we can just change that to concrete, powdered concrete, white concrete. There we go. Ah, crap. Oops. No. I want that to be gold block. And we want this to be white concrete. We'll do white concrete powder. All right. So there's the bottom of my bracket here. That's that bottom. Now I got to build up the scaffolding. And I probably want to make it stronger than what was there before because this thing broke, so it obviously wasn't strong enough. Maybe you do want it to break instead of tearing out of the drywall, so there could be an argument for making it a little weaker. But I think it should have been a little stronger than this. So let's get that done. By the looks of it, I'm just going to try and recreate it here. Looks like the actual bottom is 3/4 of an inch away from the wall. So 3/4 of an inch in millimeters. That'll be about 10 blocks away from the edge. I do my hole. So oh, let me do this in iron blocks so I can see the interface between them. I like having the grid lines to help out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that means there is an actual center block in this. And I want to be 10 blocks away from the edge for where I start the tower part of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay. And then let's see, from the other side, it's the same distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it's hollow here. Do it like this. All right. And then the width of this internal channel, I'll make sure I get that right. That's 1/2 inch. I can do that one in my head. That's 6 blocks wide. We'll do 7 just to have extra clearance here. Okay, so I want to build something kind of like this. I'm just making it extra thick so it'll be strong. All right, there we go. Something tells me I did my math wrong. This doesn't look like the real thing. Oh well. Huh. 3/4 of an inch. 10 blocks, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh well. We're gonna leave it. Alright, now time to do the little holes in the bottom. The exact location of these holes doesn't really matter because I'm doing a new design now. So I'll just make the hole whatever I want it to be. I'll keep the hole diameter about the same. It is 3/16 of an inch. I know you guys in European countries love these kind of measurements. 3/16 of an inch. That is about 4.7 millimeters. So yeah, that's about the right size for that hole. Is there a way for me to round that edge out a little more? I'm not sure. Oops. I'm gonna remake the gold floor to fill up that hole. Okay, I'll do the same thing over here. Looks good. And it looks like the top of this one is slotted out. I'm not sure that was intentional. It looks like an aftermarket. No, it looks like it was like that to begin with. So I guess, yeah, I'll make one of these slotted. Just looks like it's the top, the bottom one that's slotted. So, oh crap, that's powder, so it falls down. I guess that's one way to enforce your printability constraint. If it's powder, then it falls. That's another thing. So you're asking why do CAD modeling in this kind of a format instead of a traditional format? Well, you can have these powders, these reactive materials, where if you build something that's not printable, let's say I'm building this wall up and then I want it to bridge out like this, it could fall down. Or you could write a rule where it can only support a certain amount of overhang. So you put it here and maybe it supports itself, but if you build it out too far, then it falls down. Just little things like that. Okay, so that's slotted out. Let me make it a little wider. Why not? That looks good to me. They actually built some supports out like this, which seem a little insufficient, but I'm okay with it. We'll build them out as well. There we go. We got our little supports built. I'm just having fun with it. Once I get this done, alright, I think I'm on a roll now, so I'll finish this up. Then once I finish this, I will switch over to the workflow of getting this to work in the real world with that conversion program. Let me get all that out of the way. The conversion program called Mineways. So I'll upload this map and figure out how to get it printed. But let's get this bracket built The overall height is 1 in 16. Let's see. 1 and 13/16. Very, very intuitive dimensioning on this thing. Which is 46 millimeters. So divide by 2, that will be 23 blocks tall off of the build platform. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's how tall the bracket needs to be. So let's fill that out. Alright, I'll check in the check in with the chat, see what's going on. No new questions in the chat. We got to get some questions up in here. Oh wait, no, yeah. Gak Hun, thank you for laughing at my my situation I'm in. All right, let's get this all filled out. I could fill it out with more of those commands, but I kind of, that's the whole point of doing this in Minecraft, is you kind of get to do it in a more interactive, fun way. Place some blocks. Sorry if this is a little too jarring for you. I'm just placing my blocks. All right. So yeah, I guess in general, if you're not super focused on getting the dimensions to be just right, you could do this a lot faster. And depending on how detailed the object that you're needing to make, depending on how detailed it needs to be, you could do this pretty quickly. But I'm copying this, so that's all been defined for me. Looks like this has a little bit more of a fillet, so we'll add more material here. Boop. Yeah, that looks nice and structural. Oh, here, I have an idea. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We go to our torch. We get a torch here. If we put these torches around the outside, oh shoot. We put the torches where we don't want any blocks to be. It will delete them automatically for us. There we go. But yeah, CAD modeling really hasn't changed much in maybe 20 years. So I think if you want to figure out better workflows for people, I would imagine that something like this, these type of experiments, could be a good way to try out some new ideas, new ways of interacting with 3D geometry. Here you can see when I accidentally place blocks too far, it deletes them automatically by landing on those torches. So now I'm just kind of sculpting away. How's the new studio going? Every time I watch your background is changing. Yeah, I do change. I've been moving a lot lately. Um, New studio's going good. You can see it kind of in the background. This is an odd angle for it because I don't have my typical background. Normally I like to keep those nice wooden slats in the background filling up the whole space. So if I do more streaming, I need to set up like a green screen or something so it doesn't look so awful out here. I do have a green screen too, so maybe we should pull it out. And then I can be floating around in the Minecraft universe while I'm CAD modeling here. But yeah, it's like there's been all these advancements in virtual reality and stuff. You would think that there would be better interfaces for CAD. Seems like a pretty nice application of it, of the technology. But nobody's really been able to make something that people like or want to pay for. Or maybe it'd just be too fun, and the whole point of an engineering organization is to make it not fun. Because if people have too much fun, um, then you wouldn't get paid as much, maybe. I don't know. I think Sharp 3D is pretty neat with the free education license, but the education license seems to be useful, especially for kids. Um, yeah, Shaper 3D. I think I had pasted that. No, that was printpal.io. There's all these like AI tools and whatnot. Um, I'm not sure what Shaper 3D is. I'm using, or I'm going to use Mineways. So I'm gonna import all this stuff I've been building into Mineways and then try and print it out. But instead of trying to make this thing perfect the first go around, I'm just gonna make it quickly. We'll just finish this up and we'll get a first prototype manufactured. And then I guess the nice thing about this is it's really easy to make modifications to it. This is more about modifying geometry than like building it from the ground up in terms of the benefits. This is how they built the pyramids. Just like this. Alright. How long is this going to take? I'm getting dizzy. Oh man. This is my bracket so far. Alright, I'm gonna pull this up. What the heck is going on over here? Oh man. Should I... Do I need to kill this thing or something? Let's go. Go away. Knock it off. Alright. Anyways, back to building stuff. Yeah, imagine you were building your CAD models in Minecraft, and then your boss comes up in Minecraft and blows it up with TNT or something. That'd be fun. I think I need to reset the time here again. Time. Set. Day. There we go. There's probably a way to like keep it locked on daytime. Someone on my Discord, I don't know if they're in the chat right now, was saying they use this to 3D print like people's Minecraft creations for kids. Maybe it's a good way to get kids into doing 3D printing. I just think that there's way too much people printing just the same old crap that other people designed or modeled. And it's like, yeah, that's cool that you're printing something nice, but the whole point of 3D printing for me has always been to make my own stuff. It's not to make a little injection molding factory at my house that's just adding pollution to my living space. I think I need a snack. I'm getting grumpy. Little known fact, half of the deaths while building the pyramids were from creepers exploding. That actually sounds accurate. I'd believe it. Alright. There we go. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is maybe on this side. Oh man, he's at it again. We gotta get rid of this guy. Is this a nomad or a traveler? Oh, he's got another one down there. Oh no! No, what's going on there? I don't like that. Wow, that seems like a good deal. Emerald for a log. Oh, hay bale for an emerald? If I was playing this for real, what I would do is run over here. Can I go even faster than this? I don't know. I'd run over here, and I'd steal all these hay bales. Give me them hay bales. Wait, why are they disappearing? Is it because I'm in creative mode? Well, anyways, I'd destroy all those hay bales. Even more hay bales, look at that. Run out here. And then turn them into emeralds, which is the most valuable currency in Minecraft. This guy's got to stop abusing his llamas, though. You gotta go. There we go. That's better. Oh, now he's in my 3D printer. Crap. Alright, let's finish this up. Or better yet, I'm going to use my brain and build these out faster. So this is block 20 in X, 12 in Y. So 20, 12, 72. So 20, 12, 72. We want to go to 21. Now we want to go more like 40, 13, and then how tall was this again? Let's see. I think it's 23 blocks tall, so that should be up to 94 or 95. We'll see how that goes. Boom. Look at that. First try. Okay, I may have overfilled it a little bit. But you know what? It's actually faster to delete these blocks than it is to manually place them all. Or at least it's more satisfying. Boom, boom, boom. The best part about using Minecraft for CAD would be the child labor implications. Could you really get in trouble for using child labor if they were just playing a game? Now we're thinking outside the box. Okay, so let's get this printing. Let's get this converted and get it printing. Because I can't be at this all day. We gotta finish this up, print it, and get this closet thing all sorted. Okay. It's looking pretty good. That side's thicker than the other side. Oh well. That's good enough. Alright, here's our new bracket. Oh. And then to get rid of those, let's see. I want some water buckets. Give me some buckets. And then I can get rid of all those torches so they don't show up when I, What the heck? Is this is an unlimited water bucket? Unlimited water? Hold on. I probably want to put it up here. And I don't have so much... Oh man. This isn't going well. Alright. There we go. This isn't working as well as I thought it would. And then I also need to pick up all this water, so... crap. I guess I want an empty bucket. Will the empty bucket? Oh, nice. I can scoop these up forever. Oh! Interesting. By putting water on this powdered concrete, it's turned into solid concrete. So now, when I poke a hole in it, it doesn't fall down. That's pretty cool. Can't do that in SOLIDWORKS. Alright. I think this water would probably mess up my export, if I had to guess. Alright. There we go. I'll fill this into... Oop. So I think we're good to go. I'm gonna set the day, set to daytime again. We'll put one in there. Boom. This side's a little more reinforced. I'm okay with that. Alright, so let's get this printing. Time to print this thing. Uh-oh, it's raining. Is that gonna cure all my concrete? No? Alright. That's some mighty slump-resistant concrete. Then, is this snow? Oh crap, it's turning into ice on top of my thing. Well anyways, let's save and quit. We can open it back up, just for fun. But now I should have access to it on Mineways. So, let's open world, closet project, and we'll set our height. Where's my stuff? Oh, there it is. See, there's my bracket right there. Pretty cool, huh? So, let's see. Maximum height. We want to capture as much as I can. This seems good. We'll just set the max height way up there. Then I'll cut off everything below level 70. We'll go to 70. 69 is the layer of the blocks there, and 70 is everything above that. So now we'll right-click and drag to select our object, and then we'll export. So this is where it gets tricky. I tried this once before and it didn't work super well for me. I'm thinking it's completely my fault though. So let's try export for rendering. It makes an OBJ file. I kind of want to do an STL. Alright, so export for rendering. We'll call this the closet bracket in Minecraft. So this is all of our export settings. I went with the default of make each block 100 millimeters. No, that's not what I want. Make each block 2 millimeters. All right. Okay. You want to have statistics? Yeah, sure. I like statistics. Alright, so I've exported that. We're going to see if we can open it up in Orca Slicer. So, desktop, closet bracket in Minecraft. Boop. There we go. That's our closet bracket. All right. Looks nice and derpy. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? That's cool. Alright, so now it's just time to print one of these out. We'll see how long it takes to print. Probably want to increase it to maybe 4 layers of thickness. Just to make it a little stronger. Says this should print in 43 minutes. Alright, what are you guys' thoughts on this workflow? I gotta say I'm a big fan of it. And if you made some library of like smoothing effects, or if you just knew how to do this a little bit better, I think you could really get some cool stuff done quickly. Only thing I'm a little unsure about is the print orientation. It'll be kind of prone to cracking at those layer lines. Ideally, for a project like this, you would want to slice it kind of in this direction. I'll just rotate it like this, but then you'll have support material inside of there. The other good print orientation for something like this for strength would be like this. So that you have continuous layers from here to here. And when you have your force coming down from the top right down to the bottom left, like this, this way. Hold on, let's see if this makes sense. Like this way. Oh, no, this way. I'm mirrored. Like it. Oh, crap. If you got force coming like that. No. Like that. This angle. Oh man, this is difficult. Your weight's going down that way, then you'll have continuous threads this way. That'll kind of support that tensile load. But then you have to worry about it breaking out up here. So, anyways, this thing isn't optimized for printing. Could do a little bit more for that. But the solution is to just use more plastic. So this thing's going to be beefy as heck. And it should probably survive just fine. So let's get this printing. Maybe I'll do. Let's see how much less time it takes for 2. So for 2 wall loops, it takes 41 minutes. For 4 wall loops, it takes 43 minutes. Okay, so we're making it way stronger for not a whole lot of extra time. Let's try 6 wall loops. 43 minutes. What? It doesn't take any more additional time to make this thing solid. Okay, so might as well do that. So let's print. Woo! Upload and print. I don't think my SnapMaker is connected to the network. So I'm going to do this with an SD card. Alright, I'm going to check in on the chat and get myself a snack while we're at it. Looks good from my backyard. Alright. Doing grid infill? I am. No biggie. Oh, Herzelnurk is here. Yeah. Not surprising that he's a Clippy. Okay, so Herzelnurk is saying that if you have water in there, it's a solid. But that you might actually be able to use to your advantage. If you had, I'm gonna put these side by side. Hold on, we got some windows power user stuff going on over here. No, which one? Minecraft. Where is Minecraft? Here we go. Look at that. Oh, man. Come on. Got too many menus going on up in here. Get out of the way. How do I get all this crap off the screen? I don't need the G-code visualization over here. Like, why is that there? Get these open side by side. But you could imagine if you had, if you just dumped water on something, it might create a bunch of smoothed out edges and get rid of your stress concentrations at all those corners. Like really, I should go in there with like the little steps, little stairs. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go to stairs. And I'm no Minecraft expert, so I don't know what all the good blocks are for making these kind of projects. But you can put these down, and these are like kind of filleted edges. Or what we were looking at with the water. Oh crap, I'm dropping things. I need a bucket. Like if you had water like this, you know, that's a nice filleted edge. That'll be nice and strong. Just like this. Boop. This would be a lot stronger if I just added water. But I just want to get this basic one printing just to prove out the workflow, and then I can probably do some more advanced projects. I don't know if anyone would be interested in doing like a community design session where everybody gets on the same server and can chip in and design things. I know what all you guys would draw and all the inappropriate things you'd draw. Let me fire this printer up. So, SD card, boom. Export. So that's only a 40-minute print. So I need 8 brackets total to get this stuff working. So 40 minutes times 8, that'll probably be like a little under 6 hours to print everything I need. So that's an overnight print I can get set up. But while this one's printing out, I think I want to try and make a more optimized version. Alright, I want filament 2. Screw it. I'll do a filament 1. It's fine. $5. Alright, the snap maker is firing up. It's printing away. I'm going to let you watch it start printing while I go grab a snack, because I am very hungry. But I'll read the comments while you guys are doing that. Alright, gotta, oh man. Hold on. I have a webcam. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I have a webcam I can hook up and take you around. I can take you for a ride with this thing. All right. All right, we're getting another view set up. Video capture device. Create new. This is a Logitech webcam. I don't know if this is going to be any better video quality. The webcam that's on my laptop is tiny. Yeah, it doesn't look any better, really. Oh, no, here. Okay. Maybe it does look better. Let's see. What do you think? Oh, whoa. My other camera stopped working. Now I'm frozen there, just like creepily looking at you guys. Let's cover that up. Actually, let's make that guy disappear. Boop. Go away. Alright, Logitech webcam. Here you go. You can watch the snap maker. Watch that go. Okay, I'm going to get caught up on the comments here. Let's see if the laptop webcam is unfrozen. Nope, it's still, oh, come on. Okay, yeah, we don't like that. It's like a weird static picture thing going on. And I don't know where my microphone is in this room, so I'm just going to start yelling. But I'm reading the comments now. So, oh, Polymorph. Good to see Polymorph again. Let's see. A little subtractive manufacturing before the additive. Yeah. Deleting things by hitting them in Minecraft. I wonder how the program would handle such problems. I wonder how the resolution will look in the final result. A friend of mine asked me to print Minecraft ship he built, but it was way too detailed. No chance for resin or FDM. I bet you could get it to work. I guess the problem that you can have is that if it's not really designed for printability, could be a problem. Let's see if this is going to print. Should be fine. Quickly, he says after 4 hours. Okay. Just do it as is. PLA layer bonding is fine. Plus it's not mine, so if it fails, no biggie. Yeah, true that. Looks good from my backyard. Yeah, grid infill. Yes. Oh yeah, I gotta make the Minecraft eating noise. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this get started, grab myself a snack. I hope you're entertained with the printer doing the 3D printing thing. I could also install some mods on here. I do have a real enclosure that I could put on it and some different print beds. But yeah, we'll let this run. Under the sea. Oh. gotta give you something good to look at. So we'll go over here and watch the village. Ah, there's a little snow there. All right. What's the best angle here? There we go. They've even got a castle in this village. Alright, this is gonna idle while I get some snacks. Oh heck yeah. Yeah, get that snap maker assembled. Alright, BRB, I'm gonna type it in chat. 5 minutes. Alright, the print is going. Very good. Alright, I'm unfrozen again. So, I got lots of food. I'm very, I'm all stocked up. What's your currently most used printer? Ooh. It's probably the Snapmaker right now. They did sponsor some stuff, so I was making some parts specifically for some projects for conferences that they were at. But regardless, it's a good printer, so I did like using it. Right now, if I was printing like large objects that I wanted to run overnight, I'd probably also use the Core 1L back there. Then I also have this Anycubic thing. It's kind of a lower budget printer. Like there's a lot of cut corners in terms of build quality and like repairability. So it's not something that I'd be excited to use long term. But that's what you get when you have the cheapest multicolor printing solution on the market, or pretty darn near close to the cheapest. You know, you're not paying for the quality or durability, so why would you expect that out of a machine like that? But yeah, I would say the Snapmaker is a pretty high-end machine. It stands up with the best of them. And the Prusa machines I like for FDM. And for SLA, I have a Anycubic printer, the Anycubic Photon P1. I think that one's pretty good. So, I don't have a lot of experience with resin printers, but I did a pretty long video on it. And I used it quite a bit, and I found that the detail on these things was really good. So, like, it's just a really solidly built resin printer with really high resolution on the display. So what else we got for questions? What do you make? Oh yeah, the Minecraft eating noise. My editing powers aren't that good, and maybe I need a soundboard. Yeah, I figured someone would ask how a Snapmaker is compared to Prusa and Bamboo. I'd say it's up there in quality, like in terms of quality of integration and components. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me go back over here. I would say the U1 is pretty similar with the best, top of the pack in terms of quality. I wished Creality would have done something similar, but they've never really been at the highest levels of quality. And really what it comes down to is like how solidly built the machine is, and just in terms of like rigidity of the motion system, and the types of calibrations that are built into them, and if they've been implemented correctly. Like with some of the Creality machines, they had automatic bed leveling, but it wasn't implemented correctly, or the bed warping was too significant for it to compensate for it. So you would always end up with issues. Snapmaker machine is really nice. And it has flow calibration, which a lot of machines don't have yet. So it's got the same flow calibration that Bamboo Lab uses, or similar. I'm not sure exactly how those calibrations are implemented in the firmware, but it basically prevents like gross under extrusion when you're printing at high speeds, which some printers still suffer from today. Alright. So what else should we do on Minecraft and or 3D printing? I guess I should go through and improve this design. It's kind of garbage right now. Scoop up all this water. Oop, oop, oop. Any mechanical design, you gotta worry about stress concentrations. So we can take care of these with these little stair pieces. Look at that. Nice. There we go. I guess I could also do this in color. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. Huh. Oh, nice. Grounds out those edges. So if every block is 2 millimeters, then adding these steps gets you down to let's see. Adding these steps gets you down to a 1 millimeter resolution. It's pretty good. There's screws that come in here, so I want to leave clearance for the screw head. So I won't fillet that. This all looks good. That doesn't work. I want something that's going to go in that corner there. Oh, you make it out of bamboo. I don't like bamboo though. I wonder if I make it out of obsidian, if it'd be stronger. This works alright. Maybe. Oh, you can add your own support material like that. That's pretty cool. Um, the way this goes together, actually these corners should be filled in, make it a little stronger. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Obsidian fiber, yes. That'd be super strong. There's one more thing I want to design. I think I could do it here too. Let me get the webcam so you can see. Well, first off, let's see. Is this as strong as it can be? It's gonna support the clothes hanger. It'll probably be seeing if it's full of like heavy coats or jeans or something dense. It'll probably be seeing like 50 pounds max. I think it could survive. Yeah, it'll be fine. 50 pounds, no problem. We got more parts here. I also have this fancy piece of lab equipment. Let me turn the camera on, as I said I was going to do. Okay, here. This thing. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before, but it's fancy, as you can see. We'll get the tripod set up there. So What's fancy about it, you might ask? Well, it's from the German company Leitz, um, also known as Leica. So Leica, you know, they're fancy, right? They make expensive cameras, but they also make lab equipment, and this is like a used piece of lab equipment that I got. It's the origin story is a little concerning, just slightly. I got it from a virology lab. The person assured me that I probably wouldn't get a virus from it, but they did study diseases with this thing. And they also informed me that they, you know, may have made viruses worse than COVID with it. So if I get sick and end up being patient zero, you know where it came from, at least. But yeah, I got this and a couple microscopes. So this is called a microtome, and the way that it works is you rotate this. It's like a jack-in-the-box, and it cuts really thin samples out of tissues. Usually you're supposed to do it with human tissue or lab rats or something, but I'm going to cut 3D prints up with it, I think. At least that's what I'm going to try. So I've been refurbishing it. I got it for a deal because it doesn't, it's missing some parts and stuff. It's heavily used. But it should be good. Should be able to show us some interesting things. I actually sliced up some 3D prints with it already and was looking at it with this microscope over here. Saw some pretty cool stuff. When you're slicing things up really thin, you can see small details that are normally hidden. So yeah, you know, I did that video on carbon fibers, so this might be another way to look at carbon fibers and layer adhesion and all sorts of cool stuff. Textures, internal stresses, like you name it. You can probably get some cool visuals out of it. I'm gonna check my check the chat. Make a couple final improvements to this this bracket design, and then design the correct sample geometry to mount something inside of here and slice it up. I do have a slight discoloration above my lip. It's probably a disease of some sort. Ooh, Banana Fund. Thank you, Polymorph. Okay, didn't expect it to work well. Cool. Yeah, maybe I can see if I can show you. I'll show you some stuff. This is always difficult, getting a view inside of the microscope, but I think we can get it to work. I just need to get some tripod parts. Okay, so we'll take a close look at this. I actually need to get a Let's see. Yeah, I should get a tripod mount for this. And then I can get you all up in there. Well, I guess I can just hold it up like this. Well, there you go. Those are the layer lines. Let's get it into focus. Yeah, this isn't doing it justice, unfortunately. I need a better camera to do this kind of thing. I guess I could get my nicer camera and show you. I think I'll do that. I got so many different like optics down here to mess around with. I think I can pop this out. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to get my other camera. I think I can plug this in and maybe get a decent view. And I don't know where my other microscope went either. That's not good. Yeah. Okay. So this one can be used as a webcam. And I've got like a special attachment on the end of it that lets you like plug this into a microscope. So let me just set my food on top of this piece of lab equipment that's probably harmless. Come on. Come on. This should pop out the top. Now I'm wondering where my other microscope went. I have another one that's really nice. For an older microscope, that is. Let's go in the top, maybe. I thought these came apart. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, I gotta find my other microscope. That one, it's got a lot more resolving power. You can see smaller stuff with it. There's 13 minutes left on that print. And once it's done, we'll fire up a couple more, I think. Yeah, that bothers me. I don't know where my microscope is right now. Oh well, I'm sure it'll turn out. Anyways, I'm gonna try and build that I'm gonna try and build something. Minecraft glowstone. Or no, we did gold blocks because I like the grid lines between them. So we'll do gold block. We'll start it at 100, 100. $69. And we'll go to 149, 149. Okay, we got a new build platform out here. So, set the time. Set day. So, for this sample block, I want a sample that fits in here. A sample holder is designed to receive like a dovetailed sample. So it's 1 3/8. Let's say 1 3/8 at the top. I need to get my calipers, batteries replaced. So 1 3/8. That's 35 millimeters, which would be 35 millimeters. It's like 17 and a half blocks. So I'll do 15 blocks to start with. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the 15 blocks this way. But I also want to start at a coordinate that makes sense. Oh, hey, there's me. I think it's kind of hard to play with that point of view on. Alright, so we'll start at 110, 110. Alright. And then that sample needs to be 17 blocks tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 17 blocks tall. We'll take it down 1 just to make it fit for sure. Then width here, max width it can be is 1 1/4. Which is 31.75, so we'll just do 15 blocks to make sure it fits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm gonna try something with water on this one, because why not? Water seems like a cool way to add complex shapes to this. So the deal with the sample holder is it needs everything to be held super rigid. It needs to be held onto super rigidly because it's slicing something. It's making really small, precise cuts. So if it's flexible at all, the sample will bend out of the way. So I need to design it in such a way to make it super stiff. But also make the section that's being cut super thin. So is that the middle? That looks like the middle. Alright, we'll mark the middle. Alright. And then for height, probably want to make it around 1/2 inch. Then we'll do, yeah, 1/2 inch, which will be like 6 tiles tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So if I just cut a hole right here, oh. Let's just put some water right there. What are the structural implications of this? This will probably make it a good amount stronger. There we go. I like that. There we go. Okay, so sample looking like that. Yeah, that looks good to me. So the current parts that I'm making are for like a closet bracket. I got these salvaged out of my closet, and I want to reposition them, but I don't have enough, and some of them are cracking, so I'm just going to make some new ones. So that's what the first bracket is. Now this next part is like a sample I can load into this part of my my slicing machine to make thin slices out of things. It gets a razor blade attached right here, and it like cuts it up. You can take like microns of thickness slices. I think I had a slice that was like sub one layer of a print. But the more area you cut, the more cutting force it takes. So there's like a balance you need to achieve. I think I'll get it with this. So, yep. Trying to think of how to do this correctly. I guess I could just mirror this in the slicer. Alright, we got our first bracket. This seems pretty sturdy. Here's the original one, here's the one from Minecraft. The holes line up pretty good. It's the same size, the holes line up. I'd say that turned out pretty good overall. Let's see how it fits on here. Yeah, it'll just hold on to this like that on the edge. That'll do. Alright, I'm going to queue up 8 of those. I'll probably do the slightly more reinforced version I just put together. But it works! Nice. I wonder if I can pitch this idea at work to do our CAD modeling in Minecraft. And we can just put some stuff together in a more fun way. Alright, so I'm going to save this. So I can open up on Mineways. Export again. I tried to export for 3D printing, but it actually seems like it works a little better. For me at least, when I do export for rendering, because that lets me output it as an STL. Could even do an OBJ file. I don't know how to export it with color. Huh. I wonder if it's called Mineways because it's a play on Shapeways. Okay. Two blocks each millimeter. What's crazy to me is how accurate it ends up being, but there shouldn't be any reason why it's not accurate. Look at that. Now it's reinforced. Extra beefy. that should be quite a bit stronger, because I imagine the failure will be right there. This still isn't ideal, having this sharp edge. Like, ideally I'd want to round that out a little bit better. But it's good enough. We'll take the improvement. What? Oh. What? Huh? What's going on here? It's not printing the stairs that I added. Non-manifold edges. I wonder if there's a way to fix that. Oh, split to objects? Huh? What is that? Okay, so I guess stairs don't work. All right. Well, yeah. So the idea with, let's see. The idea with this is to have it hold on to it, and then I can, like, the razor blade will come and slice this edge. I'll probably be making a video about it sooner or later, so you'll be able to see it then and not have to imagine it based on some random thing in Minecraft. Alright, well, I think that's all I've got in me for today's stream. I haven't used the lab equipment that much yet. I kind of got it to see what I could find out with it, and we'll figure out some stuff soon. And then, yeah, prototyping in PLA. I'll probably just keep these parts as PLA. They're going to see not a whole lot of force in use. Let's see, we've got, our chat is not huge, but we got our most dedicated and the best fans. So, you know, thanks for joining, everyone. I'll get some more videos out soon. Just wanted to play some games and share it on stream. So, thank you, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video and/or live stream.